What makes you convinced when having a conversation? Logic or a benefit in accepting in what you are being convinced for? Imagine you are being forced to accept that kittens are hatched out of eggs. Even if forced, your heart will not accept it. In fact, your broken heart for the fact that you have been forced into something unacceptable will make you hate it more. Effects short term. Let's question ourselves. Was Islam spread by sword? Wars have always been part of civilization. If you try to understand a reason by not being biased, we will. It's undeniable that the Muslim empires was spread by military force all over the Middle East, but this does not translate into the spread of Islam by sword. As there are countries like Indonesia that has the largest number of Muslims in the world, and the majority of people in Malaysia also are Muslims, but no Muslim army ever went to Indonesia or Malaysia. Which sword was being used for the initial Muslims in the Meccan period when the permission for war was not granted? And which war spread Islam in Medina? There wasn't any war till then. Moreover, think of how persistent would it be. Despite the disappearance of the Islamic government from many regions once ruled by it, their original inhabitants have remained Muslims. Why? Muslims ruled Spain, Andalusia for about 800 years. During this period, the Christians and Jews enjoyed freedom to practice their respective religions, and this is a documented historical fact. Countries such as Egypt, Morocco, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, and Jordan all have significant Christians and Jewish population who have survived centuries. Their ancestors lived free life under Muslim rule. Now, who are the ones who started converting people with the sword? And who converted them using the sword? Or was it that the sword itself came flying to force people to accept Islam and do the same? Which sword is being used today for the 100,000 accepting Islam every year? The purpose of war wasn't to make anyone Muslim, but to protect the then state.